In 1988, the Islamist regime of Iran initiated a pogrom, a purge of political dissidents, whoever spoke out against the regime. Thousands of people were picked up in forklift trucks and hanged from cranes. The purge continued over a period of 5 months. It is estimated that over 3,000 people were murdered then. 4 names emerged, names of powerful men directly responsible for the executions. Morteza Ishraghi, Hossein Ali Nayeri, Mustafa Pur Muhammadi, and then a chilling name, Ebrahim Raisi, the new president of Iran. Raisi's past is a reflection of his future, and we can clearly tell where Iran is going to go from here. Hi, and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Shubhangi, and in this video, I will tell you how Ebrahim Raisi looks at the world and what he wants for Iran. Iran's hardline regime has selected a radical man known as the Butcher of Tehran to be the Shiite nation's next president. Ebrahim Raisi won the elections which were held recently and has become president-elect of Iran, who would be succeeding the moderate leader Hassan Rouhani. But unlike Hassan Rouhani, Ebrahim Raisi is even more hardline and Islamist, who is known to hate all non-Muslims. Raisi aims to establish Iran as the center and undisputed leader of the Muslim world, and the Saudi-led Arab world is an eyesore for the president-elect. It is known to many that Ebrahim Raisi hates Jews from the very core of his heart. He wishes to destroy Israel and erase it from the face of the earth. Raisi also hates Christians, which is why his hatred for Europe and the United States comes so naturally to him. Till the time Hassan Rouhani was in power, the United States was hoping to finalize a revival of the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action of 2015, or what is more commonly known as the Iran nuclear deal. With Raisi in charge, a resuscitation of the nuclear deal seems a near impossibility now. Ebrahim Raisi does not seem interested to revive the nuclear deal, which Donald Trump withdrew from. Raisi's agenda is polarly different to that of his predecessors and possibly even more radical than Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei himself. Raisi will develop a nuclear bomb for Iran by hook or by crook. A nuclear deal is nothing more than a piece of paper for the new president of Iran and will have no bearing on Iran's military nuclear program. For the Iranian regime now under Ebrahim Raisi, the nuclear deal is not something that it is planning to follow, but it is a strong bargaining tool to get Western sanctions lifted. The West, led by the Biden administration, assumes that Iran will follow the terms of the deal and stop pursuing a nuclear bomb. But as has already been proved by Donald Trump, Iran will never follow the deal and would only sign the deal in the first place so that sanctions are lifted. So as long as the Biden administration does not offer a sanctions waiver, Iran has nothing to gain from the deal. But no matter how badly the new US administration is inclined to do the deal, lifting sanctions on Iran in return will not just be a strategic blunder, but would also mean political suicide for the Biden administration. Iran knows this, and therefore, Ebrahim Raisi may not be deeply committed to renegotiate and close the deal at all. Ebrahim Raisi is conscious of the fact that he needs to rescue the Iranian economy, which has been obliterated by stringent American sanctions. For that, he might be willing to go as far as creating a mirage of nuclear compliance for the United States and other nuclear deal signatories. However, much like the 2015 deal, which failed to ensure that Iran's military nuclear program is halted, the new deal, if agreed upon, will not prevent Raisi from arming his country with nuclear weapons. In his first public comments after being elected, Raisi brushed aside the USA's calls for Iran to agree to follow on discussions on expanding the initial nuclear deal to include its ballistic missile program and its support for regional groups that the US designates as terrorist organizations. He said the ballistic nuclear program and support for terror organizations are non-negotiable. This shows how Raisi is least interested to woo America and is instead determined to fulfill his larger toxic religious agenda. As explained by TFI earlier, the Iranian regime might very well be deceiving the world, and with Raisi in charge, negotiations will definitely be delayed. Effectively, until a deal is signed, Iran will continue working towards the nuclear bomb, thereby reducing its breakout time if and when a deal is finally reached or not. Then, Iran will be able to surprise the world with a blast at a time of its own choosing. This is in line with US Secretary of State Antony Blinken's warning 2 weeks ago that if agreements to rein in the Iranian nuclear program are not reached soon, Iran's breakout time might be reduced to a matter of weeks. Breakout time refers to the amount of time Tehran would need to enrich enough uranium to create a nuclear bomb. However, Blinken is simply assuming that Iran would follow any terms of the deal. Chances are higher that Iran would continue with its nuclear program secretly. With Raisi now all set to become the Iranian president, Iran's determination to not cede any concessions will be emboldened. And while the Biden administration plays a game of tug-of-war with Iran, the Shiite nation can simply use this time and produce the weapons it has desired for so long. Ebrahim Raisi has a supremacist agenda which will not be shaken by whether the US lifts sanctions or not. Iran will go ahead and pursue its geopolitical goals ruthlessly under Ebrahim Raisi. Ebrahim Raisi is not accountable to the people of Iran. In an election where the turnout was just 48%, only Iranian hardliners voted for Ebrahim Raisi, and those who voted for him are fanatics in their own right, who are least interested in the economic revival of their country. This makes it easier for Raisi to cold shoulder the economic woes of Iran and focus solely on the country's military programs and goals. And as for the nuclear deal, it means nothing to him as long as sanctions are not lifted.